So Professor Liu is going to use sololearn to teach you the conditional, and loop will be later. So let's go to conditional. It's okay, the conditional. So when we do the conditional is the if else. It's called decision making. And in C++, we use if statement. So when we use if statement, is a decision making. And the way we do this, if and there's a condition right here and statement. The condition specify which expression to be evaluated. So if the condition is true, we're going to evaluate this. Otherwise, we're going to evaluate whatever is outside the curly brace. If the condition is false, the statement is simply ignored and continue to run after if statement. Alright, so we need to learn this. Decision making, which choice show the correct syntax for the if statement in C++. You need to do like if, and there's a condition and curly braces, inside curly braces for you to put statement. Alright, so here, the if statement. Inside this is inside the inside the if statement. You will be only allowed to put relational operators to evaluate. The relational is compare. So the relational operator will be greater, less, greater than equal, less than equal. Are they equal? Equal is equal, equal, two equal sign, or not equal. Alright, so inside here, you will see 6 kind of sign that we call that relational operator. So the if statement evaluate the condition like, hey, is 7 greater than 4 is true. Alright, it's true. Then you see out yes. If we change this to if 7 less than 4, so that's not true. So do whatever after this statement. A condition specify an if statement does not require a semicolon. So this is a very, very important. A condition, all right, in here, we tell you like every single C++ statement end with semicolon, but not if statement. All right, so many students make that mistake. For example, here, the if statement. Fill in the blank to compare variable. Hi there. So x equal 5, y equal 3. If x greater than y, which is true, very important is do not put semicolon here. Do not put semicolon here. All right. So the so-called relational operator are these: greater, greater equal, less, less equal, equal, equal. So equal, we taught you in last chapter, equal is assignment. It's really not compare. Not equal, exclamation equal. So inside here, you will only see this kind of operator. And the name for that is called relational operator. So this line means is 10 and 10 are equal. Of course, equal. They are same number. And see out yes. So these will see out yes. So one more time, when we want to check if two numbers are identical, two numbers are equal, in C++ require you to use equal equal. If these two numbers not equal, C++ is exclamation equal. So remember this, you need to memorize this. It's okay? Alright, we ask you right now, which is correct operator for equality testing? We want to check equality. Definitely not this one, has to be the second one. This one looks like equality, but that's assignment. In programming, it's assignment. We want to check equality, has to be equal equal. Remember that for me. Is that okay? Now, not equal to, all right, not equal to. Of operator evaluate the two operand, determine whether or not they are equal. If the operand is not equal, so if not equal, return to true. So is 10 not equal to 10? That's false. So it will be outside do this. The above condition here evaluate false, and the block of code is not executed. It will not say yes. So not equal is exclamation equal. All right. So right here, relational operator. Fill in the blank to compare the variable. Print not equal. So x equal 10, y equal a. X, if x not equal y. So that's not, because 1 is 10, 1 is a. So you say not equal. Alright, relational operator. You can use relational operator to compare variable in the if statement. Alright, so here not they sometimes not numbers, they are variables. You still can compare. But inside here, you are going to use relational operators. Greater, greater equal, less, less equal. Equal is checked for the equality. Not equal, check not equality. So now A greater than B, that's true. So you want to say A is greater than B. Alright, so now we take a look here. Relational operator, fill in the blank here. A is 98, B is 76. Is A greater than B? CL greater than. If B greater than A, graded is B. Okay, so you practice using the operated relational operator. Okay, we done this one. So that's our 12.1. Let's check 12.13.1. Is that okay? So that was two. Just check one. But the life sometimes, hey, if it rain, I am going to watch TV at home. Otherwise, I'm going to go to a park. The otherwise is the else part. Okay, so the else statement, if an if statement can be followed by an optional else, like what we did the first part. There's no else. Then they will just ask you when it's false. But we're going to check this is if this otherwise else. So the statement write like this: if and condition, no semicolon. Remember that? No. And the statement else and statement. The code above will test the following condition. If it evaluate to true, the code will be asked you. So here will be asked you then. Otherwise, here will be asked you. Very important, we tell you this. If there's only one statement, if when only one statement is used inside the if and else, the curly braces can be omitted. But it say can be, right? You are the beginning learner, okay? I don't want you omit it because if there are two, then you got syntax error. So why not just put the curly braces? Okay? Only when it's one, it's omit, you don't get syntax error. If you get two, you got syntax error. So to avoid any syntax errors, why don't we just put the curly braces, around the statement? Who cares one line or two lines? It's okay? All right. So right here, fill in the blank to check the age is greater than 18. Age is 25. So if age greater than 18 is an adult. All right, so we put else right now. Okay? Mark is 90 years old. Mark less than 50, you fail. Else you pass. So mark, this is a mark, okay? All right. So here is if you fail or you pass. Two options right now. Two paths. Okay? Now remember, even though it's only one line, alright, I still want you put in curly braces. Okay? Now let's see here. X equal 22. There's a integer x is 22. So if x greater than 33, no. So it will land down here. X is not greater than 32, 33. All right, so now we have two paths right now. Two paths, okay? So look here right now. We have, you know, if mark is 90. So if all previous example only one statement is used, now we want to include many more. For example, mark is 90, mark less than 50, you fail, I'm sorry. Else, congratulations, you pass, you are awesome. Okay? So now remember, here you have two statements. If you don't put curly braces, you are going to get syntax error. And one more thing to remind you is don't put semicolon after the if statement and else statement. So how many statements could you place between the if statement? As many as you can. Alright? But if you put more than one, you must have a curly braces. So why not put curly braces for all? Alright, so this is very important right now. So you can include it or nested them for have another statement. Okay, for example here. So this is inside here. Mark is 100. So mark greater than 50. So inside here you pass. Hey, but I'm going to, once you greater than 50, I want to, in this group, I want to say your score inside this group. Your score is 100, then you are perfect. Alright, so this group, I have a if statement inside another if statement. Else you fail. Alright? So if I have an if statement inside another if statement, is called nested if. So we have a nested if right here. So x equal 37. X greater than 22. Yeah, it's greater than 22. And I'm going to check is greater than 31 or not. So there's another if statement inside this if statement. We do that very often. All right, let's do a. We can do a nest, another nest, but in chapter 5, I'm going to teach you a better way not to do like this because you get very confused. But now you can only do uh if else inside if else only two. More than that, I'll teach you different way. So C++, let's say you have unlimited nest if else, but your teacher say that's don't do that. So right here, age 18. So here we'll see this age. So if then else, okay. And inside here you have if and else. And inside here else you have if and else. That's a maximum you are allowed to do in my class. Because after that it's very confused. I'll teach you two different way we switch. In my class, you will be allowed to have if and else. That's a larger structure. Inside the if, you have another if else. Inside the else, you have another if else. So this will give you 4 selection. That's the only thing you are allowed to do in my class, or anyway, you want to be a good programmer. More than that is really, really very confused. That's not clear enough. Okay? Alright, so how many next if statement you can do? As many as you want, but you do that, I'll fail you because it's very confused. Okay, I'm going to train you to be a good programmer, so only allowed you to do 4. So if else, big one outside, big if else, inside this another one if else, inside this another if else. Don't go overwhelmingly do this, another and then another, as many as you can. It is very confused. All right, so look here. It tell you that if you put a single statement, you don't need to curly braces, but your teacher told you you put it. Is that okay? Including curly braces, always a good practice. Doesn't matter it's one line or two line. So could you please put it? Even though it's one line, it's okay, because if you does two line, you got syntax error. So why not just put it? So the if else statement, fill in the blank to compare variable, print in the else. X equal 10, y equal 20. It's 10 greater than 20? Hell no, right? So you come back right here, printing the else, some other text. Okay? All right. So we uh we finish your chapter 5 solo learn. We finish sorry, wrong one. We finish your chapter 5 solo learn.